Hi everyone, I'm Molly and I work for the Communications Department at Charleston County Public Library, and today I'm going to show you how to use pipe cleaners, coffee filters, a piece of paper, a ruler, and a pen to create crafts that you can play with after. So the first thing that we're going to make is a parachute man, but a parachute man has to fall from somewhere, right? So we need an airplane. So the second craft we'll make today is a paper airplane. We're going to start with our pipe cleaner. And we're going to use this pipe cleaner to create our little man. So what you do first is you're going to fold it so that your ends meet, just so that you can find the center of your pipe cleaner. And then you're going to make a small loop at the top to create a head for your parachute man. So you'll cross the pipe cleaner over itself once, and then you'll twist so that his head stays in place. And this is what you have so far. Now you're going to take each part of the pipe cleaner that comes down off of the head, and you're going to bend it to create a little bit of a triangle here. And you'll see in a second that these are going to become the parachute man's arms. So this is what we have now. You should have a little bit of the pipe cleaner sticking off each side of the triangle you just created. Then you're going to pull those down so you have more of like a diamond shape here. And you're going to twist the pipe cleaner at this point. You're creating a torso for your parachute man. You twist it about 1 or 2 times, and then we're going to fold in his feet. So you can see his little feet. And then you're going to press down so that you can twist the pipe cleaner here to create his arm. So it looks like that. And we're going to twist the other side too. Just like that. Just straighten them out a little bit. You need to twist those arms twice so that they stay in place. So I twisted them once before, and I'm going to twist them once again. Okay. And then we have our little parachute man. I'm going to show you that one more time because it can be a little tricky. So we have our pipe cleaner. You're going to fold the bottom so that they touch so that we can find the center. Here's our center. And then you're going to twist a little loop here for our parachute man's head. Oops. So this is what you should have. Then you're going to fold in the pipe cleaner to create a little triangle here under your parachute man's head. Your triangle should have pieces of the pipe cleaner coming off of it. Then you're going to pull them down. We have a little bit of a diamond shape. Twist the pipe cleaner at the intersection down here. Right there, we've made a twist. Let's make one more twist. That's his torso. Then we're going to fold his feet. 1, 2. And then you're going to twist his arms so they're independent of each other. 1, 2, and you have a little loop here. And on the other side, 1, 2. Okay, so this is what our parachute man looks like. Then you're going to take a second pipe cleaner and you're going to run it through your parachute man's arms. So we'll stick it through the front of this arm and then through the back of this arm. You're going to pull it, make sure that it's even on both sides. Okay, so this is what you should have now. This is what he looks like in the back. And then we're going to set him aside for a second to get our parachute, or the rest of our parachute ready. So we're going to grab our coffee filter. And then we're going to turn it upside down, stick our finger in the center of the coffee filter, pinch it, and then pull it just to straighten our parachute out of it. Then you're going to go to this side of your coffee filter and go up about an inch and make a small tear in your coffee filter that your pipe cleaner will be able to be pushed through. Make sure that you don't tear it all the way down or we'll have to start over. But just with the coffee filter, so it's not a big deal. Okay, this is my tear. And now I'm going to do the exact same tear on this side of the coffee filter. About an inch above. Make sure that you do not tear it all the way down. Okay, so now we have our tear on this side as well. Then you're going to take your parachute man and you're going to take this pipe cleaner and you're going to stick it through one of the holes that you created in your coffee filter. After you stick it through, you're going to bend it down so that it stays, so it looks like this. And then you do the same thing to the other side. Okay, and then we have our parachute man. Now you just want to make sure he's even, all straightened out, that your parachute is completely open. And then it should drift down out of the air. Next, I'm going to show you how to make your paper airplane. So you start with a piece of paper, of course, and you're going to take that piece of paper and you're going to fold it in half like a hot dog. Make sure that you have each corner touch each other as exactly as possible. So this corner is going to touch this one, and this corner is going to touch this one down here. And once your corners are touching, you're going to press down to create a crease in the center. Smooth it out. And then you'll open your piece of paper back up again. For the next part, you're going to fold this corner to the crease that you created in the center of your paper. So this edge of the paper, this edge right here, should align with the crease of the paper here. It doesn't need to cross over the crease, so make sure that you don't do that. So this is what our fold looks like. And then you're going to do the exact same fold on the other side. And this is what our paper looks like now. You have a nice little point here. And then we're going to take our ruler and we're going to measure an inch down from the point that you created here. You're going to mark that inch with your pen. Find the inch mark it with your pen, and then we're going to do that again on the other side. So the more symmetrical your plane is, the better it'll fly. So you want to try to be as exact as possible. These are the marks that I have, an inch down from the point that we have created. So now you're going to take your piece of paper and you're going to fold it at the mark that you made. And you're going to make sure that this point here touches the center line of the paper. And you'll do that for both sides. I'm going to fold one side at a time and I'll show you what it looks like. So you can see here that my fold starts at the line that I drew, the mark that I drew there, and that the point of the paper meets the center line here. And then we're going to repeat that for the other side. So if you marked your paper correctly, those 2 points should basically be touching each other in the center now. It should look something like this. Now we're going to take the top of your paper and you're going to fold it over. And the crease that you create when you do that should intersect with these 2 points that you've just created. These right here. So when we fold it over, we're going to fold it over at this point. So this is what our plane should look like now. I'm going to fold it up so that you can see the crease comes at the intersection of those 2 points. And if you didn't get it exact on your first fold, correct it. It's no big deal. I'm going to make sure that I have it exact. The next thing that you're going to do is you're going to take your ruler again and you're going to mark 1.5 centimeters from the center line of your paper. So here's our center line, and we're going to mark 1.5 centimeters on this side and 1.5 centimeters over on this side. So these are what our marks look like. And we're going to do something similar to what we did last time. We're going to fold the paper at these marks, but this time these corners are going to overlap the center line that you've created. So they're not going to meet it right in the middle crease like we usually do. It's going to overlap it a bit. So here's our first fold. So I'm going to unfold it to show you. This is what we've done. Again, we're folding it at that mark that we just made, and it goes slightly over the crease in the center of the paper. And then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Smooth out those edges as much as possible. This is what it should look like now. So again, if you unfold it, it looks like this. And then we're folding it at that mark that we made. And it's going to cross over the center line a bit. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to take this point and we're going to fold it up in half so that it folds about right here. Okay, so this is what it looks like. So it was like this before, and now we've folded it up. Okay, now we're going to turn our paper over to this side, and we're going to fold it in half. And when we fold it in half, it should look like this. Okay. And then we're going to take this point and we're going to fold it down about an inch. So let's go ahead and mark an inch from the top of the wing here. Mark it down so we make sure we fold them the same amount on each side. So this is where our mark is, and then we're going to fold it over to create our elevators. So now it looks like this. Then we're going to fold down our wings, and our wings are going to fold at this crease here. One side, and then the next, and I'll show you what I have. Okay, so now it should look something like this. We're going to open it up this way, and then we're going to flip up our elevators. So you might need to bend them back on the other way. I'm trying to get them to stand straight up here, like this. On either side. So this is what your airplane should look like when you're finished. Looks like this in the back, this from the side. Let's see if it flies. That's a pretty good paper airplane. I hope you enjoyed this session with us today, and you'll come back later for more fun crafts. See you next time.